Hello. Hi. So welcome to my channel. This is Selfless Warriors. I am Shay Nicole, peace, love, and happiness. I just wanted to come on to do just a brief introduction on the reason why I started this channel. And you're probably like, who is this woman? Oh my God. So I started this channel because I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for quite some time, for the past couple of years actually. And I always got cold feet, really nervous about starting and I guess putting myself out there. But now I'm like, with everything going on in the world today, life is short, so why not? So I wanted a way to really show the journey that I'm on through self-love, healing, overcoming obstacles in my life. And one of those obstacles is my debt journey. So I had to figure out a way to make this journey that I'm going on, or haven't embarked on, for the past couple of years. I wanted to find a way to make it therapeutic, because I started thinking, I'm like, well, wait a second, debt. When you think about debt, you think about the superficial part of it, right? Which is you swipe your credit card, you spend money on lots of stuff that you just know you don't need, and you find yourself on a hefty bill later on down the line. Or it could just be that life happens, right? Something happened along the way that caused you to go into debt. An illness, loss of a job. Also, it could be just a number of things, right? Student loan happens to be one of the biggest debts out there. So, I'm not gonna start on that one. So, there's a number of reasons why each of us have the debt that we have, and some greater than others. But needless to say, unless you have a $0 balance, you have debt. So I wanted to find a way for myself to make it more like, okay, you got to stick with this. You have to be consistent. You can't start something and then stop it, because I have a habit of doing that. I will start something and then I stop because I get bored. And I had to find a way to make it more personal, that it made me want to just stick with it. Just more than just, oh, I want to get a home later on down the line for my family and I want the home ownership. I want to be able to live a great lifestyle. It had to go beyond that. And for me, after doing so much, going back and forth and trying to figure things out, I landed on, it's all internal, right? When you think about personal finances, it's behavior. It's behavior. And where does that behavior stem from? And that's what really got my wheels start spinning. And I said to myself, you know what, Shayla? Go ahead and start this channel. Go ahead and start this channel and use this as a way for me to document my journey through becoming debt-free. And debt-free not just in the superficial way, yes, I pay off my credit cards or my student loans or whatever it is that I have on my credit report. But it goes beyond that. Are you debt-free spiritually? Are you debt-free emotionally? Are you debt-free in the physical aspect? Being debt-free is more than just financial. You got to look at the whole package, because it's the individual. Because at the end of the day, you can pay off your debt. You just make up the right payment method, you get the right payment method, and you can pay that off. You can get the assistance and even help you and resources available to help you pay that off. But what happens when you pay it off? What happens when you find yourself right back in the same pit? Because you did not clean house internally along the way while you're paying your debt off. And that's the key. It's all a mindset. Personal finances is all behavior. It's behavior. You know, when I'm stressed, I eat. And I'm not alone. I'm pretty sure there's plenty other people that are stress eaters. Some people, when they're stressed, their form of therapy is retail therapy. Not me, but retail therapy. You know, and that fills that void for that moment, but only for that moment. What happens when you're done shopping? What happens when you're done eating? That void is still there. So this is what really got me to thinking that you have to go deep within. You have to go deep within when you are trying to find your way, when you're trying to make sense out of something that may not make sense in that moment. You have to find therapy, and that therapy starts within you. It's not enough just to scratch the surface. You got to go beyond that. You got to go beyond that to find the root of the problem. Where did it all start from? You know, what makes you overspend? You know, what makes you neglect responsibilities? We know bills are due, but we avoid. Why are we avoiding? So you have to ask yourself these questions. You got to dig deep within in order to ask yourself, to find these answers to these questions, right? And so for me, that's the reason why I wanted to start this channel. I wanted to start this channel as a way to not just look at it as I need to tackle debt, but look at it as a way of I need to change my mindset. Because at the end of the day, your mindset is everything. You know, if you don't change your mindset, if you don't change the environment that you're in, you're going to be right back in the same scenario. A year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And who wants to go back to something that brought so much misery or, you know, created conflict or, you know, just anything negative? Who wants to go back to that once you come out of it? So the key is learning along the way. Learn your lessons. Learn as you're growing. Learn as you're overcoming these obstacles. When you're looking at your debt, don't look at that number, no matter how big or small it is. Don't look at that number and say to yourself, you know, you immediately go to being, you know, pessimistic. I can't do it. It's too much. I don't have the money for it. You know, you're falling right back into that negative mindset. So the goal is mindset. Mindset is everything. Everything. You know, I've been so blessed, you know, the past couple of years to have a really good circle of friends, and I keep my circle really small, but to have really good close friends who holds me accountable. They hold me accountable when they see that I am trailing off to the wayside, because I have my moments where I do that. We're human, right? But they see that, you know, hey, reel it back in. And I have to think to myself, like, Shay, come on. You got this. You got this. As I'm talking to me, I'm talking to you. And I'm saying, you got this. make sure you have people around you that are showing support, that are showing that they want to see you become successful. They want to see you grow and become that authentic part of you, that authentic self. And that's what you need and that's what you want, okay? But make sure you're surrounded by those types of people. So when you have those moments when you just want to throw the towel in and say, you know what, I quit. Because I tell you now, going on this journey, it's not for the faint of heart. It really isn't, because you're going to have those days. You're going to have those days when it's just like, I'm trying my hardest, but it seems like I'm not getting further than what I was at yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. What I encourage you to look at is yourself personally. Don't look at your circumstances. Look at yourself personally. Because I promise you, you've grown. I promise you, you have grown. The way you think now, you were not thinking that way a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, you know? So let's stop looking at what's not happening in our plan of action, and let's look at what has happened. Because for every problem, there is a solution. And that's what we have to be mindful of. Don't stress yourself out over things that you cannot control. Control what you can control. Devise a plan. And once you devise that plan, you will find out that there is a solution. There is. And I had to learn that along the way. I had to learn that through the hard way. It wasn't easy, but I learned. And I thank God that I learned. So I just wanted to just really put that out there and just give that word of encouragement that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. Just don't quit. Don't quit. Because it's right when we quit is when our blessings happen. And your blessing is right around the corner. Right around the corner. But just don't quit. We are going to experience a roller coaster of a ride. It's going to be up, it's going to be down. One minute you're going to be happy, the next minute you're going to be sad. And it's not to be dismissive and to sound as if I'm saying, hey, just get over it. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, your strength is within you. You just got to tap into it. You got to tap into it. And that's just going to be the journey that I'm going to be showcasing on my channel, is that journey of self-love, self-healing, and that healing is that healing of the mind and that healing of the heart and your emotions, how you react to situations, right? How you react to things. So just like overall looking at that and really paying attention to the mindset. And yes, it's going to be, you know, showing my journey through becoming debt-free, which recently some really good things have happened, but showing that journey, that process of becoming debt-free, also what resources help me, things of that nature, and hopefully this can touch somebody else and they can also feel okay to know that in the midst of everything, you're already taken care of. You just have to believe it. You just have to believe that you're already taken care of. So, once again, I am Shay Nicole. my channel, Selfless Warriors. And the reason why I decided on this name is because when you think about selfless, you think about someone that really is there for others, right? Not for themselves. And warrior, that fighter. And I look at every single person that I ever come in contact with, they all had a story to tell. And every story that they always told me always had some type of tribulation that they overcame. And that's that warrior in them. That warrior in them wouldn't allow for their circumstances to overpower them. And that's the reason why I decided on Selfless Warrior. Because every single one of us have that fighting warrior spirit. Every single one of us. So I just want to just really put that out there. I wanted to just, like I said, introduce myself. I'm Shay Nicole. It's going to be everything, you know, lifestyle, mindset, and, you know, as I'm embarking on this journey, I can't really say embarking, right? Because I've been doing this journey for quite some time. It's just now I'm just showing myself doing it. Because I just thought, if I'm going through this, there's plenty other people that are experiencing this roller coaster of a ride of emotions when it comes to trying to find movement, trying to find growth, trying to find you. And that's my goal. That's my goal, is if I could just touch one life through this whole process. One is all I need. So, peace, love, and happiness. And I hope that everyone has a prosperous and a wonderful day. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe,